No.
Are we good? Kia ora, and welcome to Chats from the Tiny Office with Carrie Rae, coming to you live from Wellesley Studios in the Tempo office. I have with me today Richie Cesan, who is the director
/ choreographer
/ herder of cats
Yep.
of Boyzdance 2 with their show METAMORPHOSIS.
Yes, that's me.
And how many years has Boyzdance been going?
20.
20 years of
20
Boyzdance.
years.
Yes,
It'll be our 20th year celebration,
right.
which is a big deal. A big deal, a huge deal.
A big, huge deal.
Huge deal.
So you are one of the OG Boyzdance 2
Yes.
members, eh? Tell
And,
me a little bit about that.
It pretty much got started because my mother, who was an avid dance teacher
And a
/
saint,
dancer,
may I say, Jackie Cesan, Saint Jackie.
She is a legend. She realised that there weren't enough male kind of teachers around, or that we didn't have access to them, and because I think at this point I was kind of trying to be too cool for dancing, and I was getting more into my sport and stuff, and I think a big part of it was, you know, just not having that representation of males at the top.
Yeah.
So she put her A into G, and she found lots of men.
Yeah.
that
Who did
were
she
into
find?
Dance. Gandalf Archer, one of
Yeah.
the main ones, legend. Got him in for doing all our hip hop, and he was a big inspiration to us boys back in the days. He's a big reason we even kept dancing, I think.
Yeah. He's pretty cool.
So yeah, and Scott Millen for contemporary. And she got Alan Barry for ballet.
Ooh.
Alan Ballet, we used to call him. And she just got some really... Oh, Peter Kimball as well. Don't let me forget Peter for tap. And she got
And
some guys in.
Ty Royal?
Ty actually came in a little bit later for one of our first shows we did. But yeah, just getting some really good male role models for us. And yes, Ty was a big part of that when we did our first big kind of piece, properly choreographed, not just choreographed by us boys, like, oh, you make up a candidate and I'll make up a candidate. So that's basically how it started.
Wow, and that's 20 years ago. And now look at you now, you're still involved with
I
it.
haven't grown much taller, but grown a little bit wider. I got a little bit more hair on my face.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because we were looking at some photos earlier because we had, there was a show called Tutus and Trainers that was part of Tempo in 2004, so this would have been 14 years ago. So that was between Boyzdance 2 and MEBA, Mount Eden Ballet Academy. And we have a little, this is actually not with the Tutus and Trainers, but this is a little photo we've got here of the gang. And in there we've got
Watts.
Simon.
Got my brother Andrew.
Andrew Cesan.
You can't recognise him because of his big cheeks. And we've got Joseph O'Sullivan over here. He's now in Australia dancing. And we've got old young Walter Fearless.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the boys.
Yeah. So quite a legacy that Boyzdance 2 has created and then continued as well, because you mentioned quite a few people in this photo, but also people like Gareth Ocken, Nathan Cara, who were in Boyzdance 2, gone on to
do
amazing stuff, but not only in hip hop but in contemporary dance, and Simon going on to be in Stomp, which is incredible. Gareth over in Europe doing contemporary dance. And a few other people that we had talked about doing various other things.
It's been, there's also Paul Matthews. He was a big part of Boyzdance back in the day, one of my best friends. He's the RNZB.
Yes, he's at that. And then Paul Williams as well, who's also been dancing with IDCO, but also with Momentum. So you can see how this is just like really spread out. This one thing that has started has really generated quite a bit of success stories for New Zealand dance through this program. Hey. And now you are in charge of
all these boys.
Of all these boys! You get karma is what this is. It is karma.
Big karma. Because I was probably the naughtiest back in the days. Well, one of them. But no man, it's really refreshing working with the boys, and it is like a blast from the past. I see so many similarities in a lot of them. To us boys, and like it's almost like the dynamic's still there that we had, but it's just kind of different era.
Yeah.
Of it. And I can already be like, I look around the room, I'm like, yeah, you're the Andrew, and then you're the Gareth.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I can look around and point at the boys and be like, you're this person.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny how personalities are, right? You get some that are just so similar to some of the old boys.
There's some that are quite typified, and you're like, you're this,
yeah,
and you're this, and you're
Andrew.
this.
There's the show-off dude.
Yeah.
And he's the Andrew.
Who's the kid that like just couldn't sit still, was like bouncing all over?
That was actually Gareth.
Like the
Gareth was
ADD
like,
guy.
he was like really like quiet. If someone was teaching him, he'd be like standing there listening. But if like he didn't have direction for a couple of seconds, he'd be like, he'd look over and be bouncing off the wall or something.
So Boyzdance really worked to kind of channel this energy and this creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
And kind of just put it into focus.
Yeah,
as much as you can.
Positive.
Yeah,
like, you know, because me and my brothers used to beat each other up a lot. Well, me, because I was bigger than them at that stage.
Is that still the case?
No, they're way bigger than me now. So I got it all out of my system.
Yeah, right.
Well, I could. But no, we were up to mischief if we weren't dancing. You know what I mean? And Mum noticed that from a very early age. So
I've heard stories.
She tried to get us into as much dancing as she could.
Yeah.
And you know, we used to love it, man. Like I know we used to give her grief sometimes. You know, I'd be like, I don't want to go to ballet today, Mum.
Yeah.
But
what do you think?
never quit.
No.
She'd always give me the option to quit, and I'd always be like, oh no, I want to stay.
Well, you put in all that effort. It's like
yeah, no,
silly,
you do, and it is silly. And I always thought of it like that. I was like, well, what did I spend all this time doing it for if I'm just going to give it up?
Yeah, and you mentioned like your mom making you go to ballet, but also y'all did lots of hip hop and lots of tap and lots of other things.
Irish dancing as
Irish
well.
dancing as well.
Adrian Murphy, the legend.
Yeah.
I need to actually get in touch with him. He was funny.
Yeah.
This crazy Irishman that came over here and started teaching Irish dance. We got right into it. I got right into it.
Yeah.
I still show my students these days that don't believe all the stuff that I've done. Like, you know, I'll be teaching hip hop at Ringer Intermediate, for instance, and the kids will be like, what other dance styles do you do? And I'll tell them all the styles I've done, and I'll tell them Irish dance, and they always don't believe me, so I have to show them.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna.
One day.
I have to see you one day doing some Irish dancing. I don't know if I'm going to embarrass you right now.
Not right now.
Okay.
The office is too tiny for.
It is the tiny.
Irish dance moves a lot, so.
There's a lot of like leg flicking.
Yeah. A lot of travelling. Not much arm movement, but.
Right, but lots of travelling. Okay, I'm going to hold you to that. By the way, when we move into Q, I'm going to hold you to that at some point.
I'll show you some.
Great. Okay, we will definitely get this on film.
Andrew's pretty good too. You can get him to show you as well.
Oh, you can do a duet. And what about Josh?
Josh was at the stage where he was a little bit like 2 left feet. At this point.
Right. Wow. Well, that's amazing.
Me and Andrew we used to actually be really mean to Josh. We used to tell him that he wasn't a Cesan.
What?
Because me and Andrew were Andrew was always trying to keep up with me, right? So he always kind of stayed at the same level as me, because if I took 2 steps forward, he would as well. You know what I mean? He was right behind me. Every flip that I learned, he would learn it like the day after. And Josh, on the other hand, was a little bit slower.
I can't wait till he sees this. He's going to be like, what?
It took a while. Hey, he's doing amazing things now. Amazing. But
you've really risen above it, Josh. Well done.
Have. Good on you, bro. But back in the days, we used to give him a bit of stick for not being able to kind of keep up with us. And it was funny because Andrew was 5 years younger than me, but Josh was only 2 years younger than Andrew. But I think Josh just thought it was a little bit unattainable, getting to that level and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
But he caught up.
He did. I'll never forget the first day that he showed me. I was playing Xbox down in my room, and he used to come down and show me stuff that he made up, and I always used to be quite brutally honest with him.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be like, don't show that to any of your friends if you want them to still be your friends.
No, man, no.
He'd be like, walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
And he came and showed me this dance one day, and I just started laughing, like hysterically, because I was like, where did this come from? You know what I mean? And he took that the bad way. He thought I was laughing because it was bad. And so he got upstairs and went upset and went up the stairs. And I had to chase him upstairs and be like, no, that was amazing. Like, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Where the hell did you learn how to do that in like a week, you know?
Wow.
And he was a little bit behind, but now he's
definitely caught up. Do you see some of those same dynamics with some of the boys that you're working with now? Or you see some that are really kind of, are there any, like, don't name names because we won't do that, but do you see any that you look at and go, he is going to be
Yes.
when he gets older, or he's
Man,
on the
honestly,
trajectory.
like kids, because I do a lot of teaching kids.
Yeah.
I believe and truly believe that all you want to do as a teacher is make it enjoyable for them, and you have to obviously teach them some skills, like sneak some skills in there.
Yeah.
But you just want to make it fun, so they want to keep coming back. And because I remember when I was young, a lot of my classes weren't fun. You know what I mean? You'd get in and they'd be like, do the step, do the step, do the step, straighten your leg, point your toes. And I'd be like, oh, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just try to make the class fun, because I truly believe that kids, one day they just go, you know what, this is really fun and I can be really good at it, and this little thing goes off in their head, and then they start working just not harder but smarter, and they start really practicing smart and getting moves, and you know what I mean? And then so I just try and keep them at dancing until that time when they go, holy crap, I could be really good at this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they realise, because you know, teachers they can't make you a good dancer. You have to do it yourself. We can help you. We can help you be a good dancer, but
good teachers do make a difference. Because I've had terrible teachers and I've had great teachers.
They do.
And good teachers motivate you to actually be better, whereas bad teachers just make you want to just get the hell out of there. It's like, I hate this.
And they don't motivate you to want to make yourself better. You know what I mean? Whereas
yeah. So how many kids are in the show?
Don't make me count.
40-ish? Something?
There's like 40 of them.
Wow. And all, like, they're from ages like as young as like, what, 7 or 8?
The youngest boy I think is 7, and it goes right up to kind of like 16, 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Dudes, lots of energy and big boys. I teach them, and I'm like, so that's funny. But they're really cool, man. We've got a group of boys that are just, you know, for that age group where they're more probably interested in girls and stuff, then coming and doing show, man, they turn up every Sunday and they go hard.
Yeah.
And it's like really refreshing to be able to have a group of boys that just turn up to practice and want to get the job done. Yeah, and
they've got a drive. They have a real drive to do it.
And you know, like I'm used to teaching kids of all age ranges, and they can be a hassle. But these boys are like, they're so easy to teach, man. I think they're really looking forward to the show. They're putting all their energy into it, and I think it's going to be really cool, man. Cool,
because you're bringing back some of you're bringing back some old things. Anyone who knows about Boyzdance, I don't want to ruin it, but please, can you please just hint if like my favorite Boyzdance dance is gonna be in the show.
I think there'll be a little snippet of it at least. There might be a little bit more. I'm not going to tell you anymore.
Okay, you have to stay tuned. It's like because when you did your mom's honoring, Jackie's honoring a few years ago, and y'all came and recreated.
Right. Came and did it too, eh?
Oh, you came in and recreated the dance piece, and I was in tears. I was laughing so hard.
It's funny actually, because I never got to do it when we were young, because that was for more the younger boys. Because you know, for lols, because it wouldn't have been, because I think at the time I was like 13, and I was like, there's no way you're getting me in tights, man. But like, for the younger boys, it's funny, you know what I mean? Because then that was one of our favourite movies. That piece is from. So good. Such a funny movie.
So Boyzdance is in Tempo Dance Festival this year on the Sunday the 7th of October. You'll be able to see some of the new generation of Boyzdance, but also a few of the OG Boyzdance boys will be part of it. So a little bit of stuff for everyone. A little bit of hip hop, a little bit of
contemporary fusion with hip hop. There's lots of kapahaka being put in the show. We have Leighton Rangi and Taniora Motutere doing a lot of the stuff for us, and they're awesome, man. I've always thought those boys are really cool. And the boys are getting right into that too. Cool. So it's going to be really choice, man.
Excellent.
Really high energy, lots of body percussion too.
Nice.
Bit of rhythmical stuff for you rhythmical people.
Yes. So really great for not only for people to just come and enjoy the show, but also for families to bring their own kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Girls and boys, just to see how this works, and it's just a really fun show. Right? Lots of energy.
Be fun. Lots of humour.
Yeah, lots of humour. I like funny dances. I wish more people would make funny dances.
You know, the serious dance is all good as well.
I know, but there's lots of serious dance.
There is.
That's just a point. That's a point of contingency for me. I'm like, more funny dances, please. So yeah. So
laugh.
Yes, we have to laugh. We have to laugh, or why, you have to be able to laugh at yourself or
exactly.
why bother. Sunday, the 7th of October, Boyzdance 2, 2 shows on the day, so it's going to be a really full-on day for y'all and a really full-on day for everyone. So hope to see you there. Thank you, Richie. Thanks for coming in and having a chat in the tiny office with me, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Matewa.